The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on.
Að sjá dreggjana á ferli meðal. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the varl human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Hverfið á braut! Engan eigi ég hlut að máli þessu!
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and varl slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I am in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you are leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Eirik, steward of the Strand. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it?
It is.
The governor tells me that you'll be giving us a hand.
I didn't exactly agree.
It's up to you, but you've already got one foot in the door. Those men you left face down were Skalfings. We just want to make sure they don't come back.
We took down the chieftain. What's left of them?
Not much. Never was much in the first place. They were a loose bunch of thugs to begin with. I'm surprised they got as close as they did.
Then we're done here.
Almost. Come with me. We're going to the market down by the water. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-face houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Had, I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Skalfing's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, Had. So when you tell me what Rathainus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try to kill you this time.
I don't talk to, they don't talk to me.
I don't have the patience for this.
Had sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table.
Wait, just buy one of these. If everyone thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much? Just a little food money, yeah?
You motion to Gnolf, your enormous bodyguard, who looms over the man like a snake over a mouse.
Gods, Eirik, laying it on a bit heavy, don't you think?
Where are the Skalfings?
Nobleman, up by Eastwall, but that was months ago, last I know.
Had skulks away with a wave of Eirik's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward.
Are we done here? Gnolf, were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No. Just bought 'em while you were walking around. Why, you look like a frog. Better than an eggplant.
Gnolf goes off to look at more stalls.
Eirik, that man of yours seems unreliable at best.
A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be Skalfing. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones.
Nobleman is a mead hall?
Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these scarves in the ground. I'm going to go find him. I'll meet you there.
Where is this place again?
Nobleman is halfway up the hill towards the Great Hall. You won't miss it.
Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe.
I'll remind him.